The Law of Attraction, July. Just understand and leave yearning. Tag of Love, Amazing Grace.
It is that time on a Thursday where we use the law of attraction through faith and prayer, and this is courtesy of Miss Amazing Grace. Hello.
Good afternoon, Malene, and good afternoon to all the Radio Veritas listeners. Welcome. The month of July. It's the month of July.
And this afternoon we are talking God's timing. God's timing is always perfect timing. Yeah?
Yes. That's our topic for starting the month of July. First and foremost, we have to define the month of July, the word July, what it means. So the month of July, the word July, what it means, it says, just understand, leave yearning. Just understand, leave yearning.
Just understand,
leave yearning.
Leave yearning.
Yes. Yearning for what? Yearning for God's grace. Yearning for God's love.
Okay.
Yearning for God's peace. So that is what the word July means.
Just understand and leave yearning.
Yearning. Yes.
Official. Yeah, we are within.
So within.
Yes.
So if you can read for us, Malune, Psalm 13, verse 1.
Psalms 13, verse 9.
No, verse 1.
Oh, verse 1. Psalms 13 and verse 1. For the director of music, a psalm of David. How long, Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? Oh!
Yes. You also read for us Acts chapter 1, verse 7.
Acts chapter 1,
Chapter 1, verse 7.
verse 7. The Acts of the Apostles, chapter 1, verse 7. He said to them, "It is not for you to know the times or dates the Father has set by his own authority."
Yes.
So
that's why we chose the topic God's timing.
God's timing.
It's not up to us. It's about God knowing the time, the exact time of what He has in store for you, what He has planned for you. So sometimes individuals, we are not patient to wait on God. So we need to learn to be patient as individuals. So sometimes God's timing is always the right time. God doesn't answer your prayers for a reason. Doesn't give you what you want that very moment for a reason. So that's why we say God's timing is always the right time. And while you are waiting on God's timing, what do you need to do as an individual, or what do you need to have as an individual? You need to have faith. So while you wait for God, wait in faith, wait in prayer, wait in believing in God. So that is what we also mean by saying God's timing. And also the other thing that happens when we wait as individuals, we're waiting with so much anxiety, we're waiting with so much doubt. So we need to wait with faith. We need to wait with patience while we wait for God. So everything happens for a reason and for a season. I keep repeating the statement, everything happens for a reason and for a season. So God answering your prayers whenever He decides to answer, He's got a reason. Sometimes God delays to answer our prayers for a reason, because He wants to see how patient are you. And He also wants to delay answering your prayers or answering your requests, because He wants to see what will you do during that period of waiting as an individual. Most of us get stressed when we wait and when we're waiting for God to answer our prayers. Why do we stress? It's like when God says to us, why pray if you're going to worry? Why pray if you're going to worry? So don't stress, don't worry. Wait in prayer, wait in faith. God will eventually answer your prayer. The other thing that I've also got to notice as individuals, when we wait for God to answer our prayers, we intend to work like, we intend to treat God like an ATM machine. When you put in a card, punch in a PIN number, you expect need to insert your card. Wait for it to ask you for a PIN number. Insert your PIN number. And then wait for the money to come out. So this is with us as individuals. When we pray, let us wait for God to answer our prayers. Let us wait for God in faith. Let us wait for God believing and trusting. I don't know if you want to add something on that, Malone.
Not to wait in anxiety. Well, of course, when you pray, and especially if you are yearning, like you said, live yearning, when you are yearning for something and you are praying for that, for those outcomes to be positive. I think in between there, the waiting period, there's a whole lot of anxiety. And it's something that I believe, sometimes you have no control over. It just happens naturally. So, when you are waiting for something, or maybe you are waiting in anticipation for God to answer that prayer. So like you said, you wait in faith rather than in anxiety. And in that anxiety that you are waiting in, it's understandable because of the intention, most of the part of what you are praying for, yeah?
Yes. And also, we also say God's delay is not denial. When God delays to answer your prayers, He's not denying you. He's testing your patience. He's testing you as an individual. So when it takes forever to answer your prayers, it's like when a woman gets pregnant, they get pregnant for 9 months. They anticipate the first month, second month. And then when they get towards to the time of giving birth, they're waiting in anticipation. They already know that they're going to be giving birth. So it's like us also as individuals, we need to wait like we are pregnant women. We need to wait for God to answer our prayers. That eventually it will happen after 9 months. We're not saying your prayers will be answered after 9 months, but eventually they'll be answered. But let us treat our waiting as a woman who is pregnant. And don't be jealous of other people when God answers their prayer. Don't be jealous, because eventually He will answer your prayer. Sometimes when God takes His time, He's actually testing also your patience. That, okay, fine, I've answered Kisa's prayers, I've answered Kuta's prayers, but Grace's prayers I haven't answered. And then you start doubting God, you start having, you start cursing God. Because a lot of us do curse God if God doesn't answer our prayers. That's standard, we all do that. We're humans. We start asking God, but does He really exist? But why is He not answering? It's like parents, when things happen to the next child, and your child does not get what the next person has, you start, being evil, you start having those doubts, you start, your thoughts can actually destroy someone else. But in other words, it's actually God trying to test you. It's God trying to build you. So it's actually trying to make you to wait. Hence we say God's timing is always the right time. It's up to you as an individual to know and to learn how to wait and what to do during the waiting period.
I loved it. The example, more especially, you couldn't have chosen a better example than a woman who is pregnant, awaiting that bundle of joy, because after that 9 months and after the intense process of childbirth, what comes out of there is just something amazing. It's a beautiful blessing. It's a bundle of joy, be it a boy or a girl. So that translates exactly to God's timing as well, and you waiting patiently so for the prayers to be answered. I think that was a lovely, lovely, fantastic example right there. Amazing Grace.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Malone, and thank you to the Radio Rated listeners. So I just want to reiterate and emphasize this. We need to wait on God's timing. God will eventually answer our prayers. Let us just understand and live yearning. We need to know God's grace. We need to know God's love while we're in the process of waiting, while we're in the process of anticipating for that prayer to be answered. Let us be like a pregnant woman that carries that child for 9 months and wait for that child to be born. Eventually, your answer will be happy.
There we go. That is using the law of attraction through faith and prayer, and that's Amazing Grace. Always dropping jewels week in, week out. Bekele Beke, she's forever here, and she was talking God's timing. God's timing is always perfect timing. Be it you are anxious, be it you are stressed, just trust on God's timing. Trust on God's timing always, and it's always the perfect timing. That signature closing, yes?
So as we close off today's topic on God's timing, I just want to say God loves you. I love you. The best is yet to come.
The best is yet to come. And remember, just understand, live yearning. The month of July, and that is the law of attraction through faith and prayer. We catch up again next week. Miss Amazing Grace, thank you so much. Bye.
The Law of Attraction, July. Just understand and leave yearning. Tag of Love, Amazing Grace.